Hi everybody, welcome back to Cids Modern Life, Season 3, Episode 49 with me, Cid, and I have been a little bit busy around the place. I took a trip out. Let me get myself up and I'll show you. I took a trip out over here. Specifically, I went here, that little spot there. And I plunked down a digital miner and ran it for more hours than I care to imagine. And we got a fair amount of resource from it. There's also another pillager outpost out there. And yeah, I just wanted to go and do a run in an area that was not things. Now you're going to notice a few minor changes around the place, not least the coke oven has gone. There is a reason for that. Let me show you a little bit more. I picked up a whole load of slate while I was there by manual mining it. I mean, how primitive. And I did these 3 obsidian chests off of the back of the digital miner. I ran it in silk touch mode, so everything is silk touched, and not the good one. Where's it? No, there you go. So this was the first one. We got 51 diamond ore. We got a lot of redstone. We got a hell of a lot of dimensional shard ore, which we're going to want. We got other stuff, lots of bitumen, lots of coal, tin, bauxite, gold, blah 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 blah. Plus more. Plus more. There's a problem here. This lot is going to take a hell of a long time to process. Well, we got some must have hit a nether node as well with what we got here. Now this thing here, if I can get the recipe, let me show you the recipes. No, for example, coal will run through an enrichment chamber 1 to 2. Well, it's coal, I really don't care. I can burn that 1 to 1. I could actually fortune it, whatever I want. I could actually crush it and get a less than 1% chance of an extra diamond. But with that much coal, it's pretty good. Now, iron can go through the enrichment chamber on a 1 to 2, and of course we've got a factory for that. So iron can go. In fact, all of the vanilla ores. So tin, can, osmium can, because osmium is of course a mechanism ore. Redstone will go through the enrichment table on 1 to 12. Bauxite won't. That won't. That won't. No, none of that will, none of that will, none of that will. Gold will double in an enrichment chamber. And I think coal will, off the top of my head, and obviously a diamond will double, but I think I'm going to fortune that just because there's something distinctly, satisfying about going through the thing. The uranium will grind, all of this stuff, or most of this stuff will grind. So what I actually wanted to do was make something to handle all of the other stuff. The coal, for example, will go through a crusher and give me 2. So we could do that because there's no point putting it through the enrichment chamber. We might as well put it through a crusher. The bitumen is only smelting, so we'll just smelt that as it is. Copper, for example, will go through the crusher on a 1 to 2. So all of that I would like to get up here, but I don't want to just do that because but first off we need to do that, because the other thing we need to do is then get it going through some kind of smelting system. So that's another thing. But first things first, we need to make 7 crushers. So I'm going to stick them into this slot here. I'm going to use the gap back here to bring some power around. Just there. And obviously what we can do is come back like a so. Now this side has got one issue, and that is that this side of the volcano is a little thin. So I do need to be aware of that. And these could potentially just be left out because that's fine. But so it looks like we'll get away with it. Right. Let's start off. Let's start off fortuning some diamonds, shall we? Let's have a look. I don't think there's any diamond in there. All the diamond is in here. There's 51 of them. So I'm going to get this built up. I'll be back in a sec. All right, 51. And we can just rattle this lot through. We need this because the crushers require a diamond. So that is a absolute must. Not the crusher. Yeah, actually, no, the crusher does require a diamond, doesn't it? Yeah, it's so we should get, I think, slightly better than 102. Let's have a look. So that's 108. So yeah, it was a slightly better return than if we just audibled it. So it's worthwhile. We shall put those away now. The other thing we do need to start thinking about is getting all of the redstone that we have acquired into the thingy, the hooferator, the enrichment factory, because that we're going to want redstone as well. Right, so we got that. Let's start off with what we actually need. Now I am going to need for the crusher, if I could type, I'm going to need 7 circuit boards. Circuit boards are redstone alloy, gold and iron nuggets. They're easy. I also need, I need 14 redstone alloy for that. I need 14, another 14, that's 28 for that, and I need 7 of those, which is 4 7s, which is another 28. So I basically need 56 redstone alloy. Redstone alloy is made with 4 redstone and a piece of iron to make that, so 56, half of that is 28. So I need 28 iron and 4 times that redstone. That's simple. Let's tell you what, let's do 32 and that should work the trick. And then we're going to stick this into the alloy furnace and it can start making me that. While we've got that going, the other thing we need for the old crusher is bismuth steel ingots, and we need 14 of those, isn't it? Yeah, 14 bismuth steel. I don't even know if I've got any bismuth steel. I have 1. But bismuth steel is 2 iron, 3 coal dust and a piece of bismuth to make 4. And I said I needed 14. So let me just do 4 lots of that. So again, we need iron. What did I say? I can't remember. We need some coal. I'm all right for coal. And we need bismuth. And I've got a fair amount of bismuth, so that's all right. And then we need to make you into that. So I did say it was 2 to 3 to 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. Once that's been crushed. And 6. I think that should be right, shouldn't it? 2 to, yeah. 2 to 3 to, yeah, that will do the trick. So we shall pop those away. I'll use the crusher here to make my coal dust, because I'm still going to be waiting on that to do its thing. And I'll be back in a second. Somehow I did some maths wrong somewhere, but that should hardly surprise anybody. And I've just got this thing here processing bitumen at the moment. That's all of the bitumen we took from the system. It's just basically to get this out of the way because it was taking up a lot of space in the various chests. You know, there's a surprising amount of stuff there. You are still happily doing your redstone. We are going to need to keep processing that out though, because that's going to come out much faster than we can store it. That should be ready anyway, so that gives me those. Let's just grab up everything we can out of there, and yeah, whoop. Yeah, so I was just popped up to sleep as well, because one of the downsides to doing this is you will run out your power very rapidly if you're not careful, because the nighttime cycle when you're just running on solar is not ideal. So I need to go and get those in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. Perfect. Straight out the bat, we're cooking with gas. So we're going to whack this straight in. I brought the power across anyway, so that will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They should all juice up. They both take 50,000 RF each, so, oh sorry, not both, all take 50,000 RF each. And what we then, I think, want is some logistical transporters, which we've got plenty of. And now I wanted to make a obsidian chest for this, because that's going to be probably the kind of thing we need. But if we have a look at a diamond chest, I had a slight problem before. I didn't have any diamonds, so I started making it, but now of course we have. So let's get you in there, and what we'll do is you can let me just, if I do this here, this is a stupid question, I've never tried this before. Works fine, okay, I'll not question that. So we're going to take these out of here, and I need my configurator, and we are going to set you to pull, 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 and pull. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I think we'll do it, we'll put a pull point here. So if I just go and grab any old chest, doesn't really matter, not one that's got stuff in, but a birch one, that will do fine. And we can pop that there, and we can set you to pull, and then what's going on here? Hang on, there we go. Right, let's. Now, in theory, if I were to put another chest there, it doesn't really matter. It will do that, which is exactly what I want. So, because I'm going to use it, I'm basically going to sort these chests out, and we are going to work out what goes where. Let me get rid of that and 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 that. And well, you can be happy. Let me just see how this is going. This is still not going to be very efficient, because I've still got vast amounts of stuff to process, and you know, you can see we're going up at the moment, But how long that will last for is another question entirely, because we have got, let's see, all of the iron. Now, I realistically do not need to double the iron, and running that through the crusher only gives me a chance at cobblestone. So we can put the iron straight into this, because there's no point in doubling it. So that's all the iron out of there. That's all the iron out of there, and that's all of the iron out of there. However, we have got a slight issue that we have more iron than we've got space for. That's fine, it can back up and do its thing. So that's the iron. The gold, however, we will definitely want to double, because, well, why wouldn't you? let's just be brutally honest. Why wouldn't you want to double the gold? And probably the lapis, actually, while I'm contemplating that. The only other question is, do I want to do that with the coal? Or should I even just keep the coal like that? I mean, it's hardly worth the energy of processing it. I've got 5,500 coal blocks. I mean, I suppose I could process it and use it, just, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm going to keep the coal in ore form for the time being, just because we can. And there's no desperate rush for it, but processing that would obviously give me a large amount of coal, which we could actually use in a generator of some description. But it'll just go like that for now. So I'm going to sort these chests out. As I say, copper will go through the grinders, as will tin. Osmium will go through the enrichment chamber. Bauxite will go through the crusher. Zinc will go through the, not that one, but it will go through the crusher. Chaos ore will go through the crusher, although there's a chance of stone with that. Mind you, it's crusher, it doesn't matter. Bauxite, where are we? Chaos. Silver is a crusher. Tin, blah blah blah. Heliodor goes through the crusher. Tessellite actually has, no, I need to manually mine that, so again I'll probably keep that as is. Arcane ore is neither, it's just going to go straight through. So I need to sort this all out, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, this is hammering away quite nicely, and is actually now just about running out of redstone. I've taken, I think, 3 loads out of that now. We are now running at 3,000 redstone, give or take, so we're in a better position than we were. I also have all of these arcane crystals, dark runes and runes. We just fortuned those. This is running through iron and bitumen and a little bit of tungsten, so that's doing its thing. The only thing left to set running is this, which we are going to give, let's see, it is daytime, so we should be good. That should start working accordingly, and that's taking platinum ore. That will just run through. Once the platinum ore has come through and the next thing goes through, it should start. Oh, and now it's got some platinum ore gone into there. Okay, that's fine, doesn't matter. I'm not expecting brilliance from this. It's just going to slowly empty this system and get me a whole load of resources. And I don't know how much I need to worry about it or not. You can see once this one's full, it'll move back onto that one, then that one, and so on and so forth. Oh, yep, there we go. There's one, and there's some ruby, I think, going in there. So as soon as that's empty, that will get stuffed, more stuff. Ruby ore is going in. There's a fair amount of that, so yeah, it's going to take a little bit of a while. I don't know what rationale or logic it is actually using for doing that. Oh, now ruby's gone in there. Okay, yeah, one of the little helpers down there is giving us some grief. So we're now running 4 of the 7. Eventually they'll all be running at the same time. So I think, you know, this is kind of a fire and forget system almost. You know, let's go Pichow, that goes in there, that goes in there, and then those 3 go in there, and now it's not drawing anything else until it's ready. We've got a whole load of stuff to go, so oh, there goes a couple of items. One goes in there, boop boop. Then we're getting what are you? Tin. Now that's going to be a lot of stuff coming out because there's a lot of tin. And ultimately it's all going to end up in there and everything will be good and happy. Everything like this will then have to go through that. That's the only thing. So it's still not perfect. What would be ideal would be a system that then filters out all of these cookables and chunks them on into something like that. I'm just wondering if I don't know. I'm sure there will be a better design for this if it were right to do that. So, but that's really working now. Let's just go and have a look what kind of impact that is having on my power though, because it's in daytime. It is input is 339.1. I don't know what the actual output is, but it's definitely, actually, it's probably easier to look at this one, isn't it? Looks to me like we're probably keeping up with it, actually. Looks, yeah, maybe going down a little bit, I don't know. The power we've got here is woefully inadequate for what I want, but you know, on the plus side, that is all of that done. Now, while that's processing, there's a couple of things I want to have a look at, and I'm not sure which way to start on this. Well, there's actually three or four things I want to look at. So this area down here, this has been, you know, just a big glass floor for a very, very, very long time. And realistically, I would like this to be something more. Where's the other one? There's one. There should be 2 down in here somewhere. That's a bit annoying if I've lost one. Again, it's not the end of the world, but you know, you don't go to the trouble of naming your drowned. I wonder, one must have, I don't know, one must have got damaged somewhere along the line. Oh well, we'll live. Well, clearly he won't, but anyway, this area down here I would like to try and do something with. And to that end, now we don't have chisels and bits. This is where my problem comes in. But we have got a whole load of furniture, so I would like to start looking at making some of those areas, you know, more evil lair kind of thing. So let's start off with tables, shall we? So we've got a number of these Macaws Furniture. Now these are interesting enough, but they're not dynamic. So for example, if I was to stack, or at least I don't think they are dynamic. Let's just go and have, it's not like we have short of wood, is it? Let's go and say I would like to try let's go with a spruce fancy table. I'll just have a couple of those. But then if we were to have a look at a spruce table, which requires me to make some of that, an outlaw spruce table, there you go. It also wants me to make some of that, and take one of those, and how about a double table like that? In fact, let me make another table. So these are they're actually quite nice, you know. The models they're not dynamic in, well, as I say, they don't appear to be dynamic, but we'll give that a try in a moment. Let me just go and get a few more, another spruce table. I don't think I've got the relevant of those. So if I get another spruce table or two, and then do another double table, then that will give me 2 of each, won't it, to play with. Okay. Now the one issue, and then you've got the slimes. Then you've got somewhere about, so there should be the spruce glass table. Actually, let's not do that yet. Let's just see how dynamic these actually are. Not at all. Okay. But that's fine, because we can certainly take that and go. And that will definitely look, I think. They will look pretty good, especially with a few decorations on. So those are an option. These ones I'm hoping, yes, it is dynamic. So we've definitely got that as an option. In terms of other tables, you've also got crayfishes, so we've got stripped. And if I wanted to go with that, for example, now I don't know whether I've got any stripped oaks, so stripped spruce even. Stripped spruce. No, I haven't. Easily fixed. Let me just do a few of those. So that wasn't it? When you make that makes 4. That's actually a pretty good. That's also an interesting option, then, isn't it? I actually like that one. So, oh man, that slime. It's night time, so I should probably sleep anyway, because I would imagine my my power is plummeting right now. This is the other floor that we need to do something with, the entrance floor. And there's a little bit of me that wants to take another elevator over here and just have it run down on this side, so I don't have to walk all the way across. The only fun bit of that is I think that would be slap bang in, or would it? No, we'd probably get away with it if we went down like here. In fact, I don't even need to have it stop on this floor, do I? It's a possibility. So we need to do something with that. We need to make this space sensible. We need to do something with this lot. But because I have more or less finished with this setup, I think that setup can move up here. Yeah, because I don't think there's any more seeds that I'm desperate to do. Anyway, let's try and keep on mission, shall we? What about chairs? We've got the little coffee. I like these. I do like this stripped spruce. So let's was that a crayfish as well? Oh, that's embellished craft. Let's have a look at chairs for starters. Lots and lots of nice chairs. That's good. Stripped spruce chair. Right, let me pull some resources together, because I'm going to take. Well, I think we'll take them down with a crafting table, and we're going to start playing around. So I'll be back in a second. I need a few bits and pieces from outside. Flowers are not one of them, of course. What I actually need is a little bit of open ground to grow a tree on. Yeah. This is what we're faced with. I actually still need to do something with this as well, don't I? I can't just have this ending on here. It's laughable. Oh well, anyway, let us get this lovely tree from Quark and let's get it grown, shall we? Oh, it's a very tall one. I did not want a tall one. But that's fine. What I actually want is the leaves. That's why I didn't want a tall one, of course. And the sun's going down. Let me use that to get up. Not that that's for this, but yeah. So I just wanted some. You need some colour down there for definite. So that's a kind of a thing that we're going to be doing. And then we can take all of this away, all of this away, more of all of that away. Just have a look. Any more for any more? I think we're all right. Right. So I'm starting to get some feels for the ideas of what I want to do down there, and also what I want to do up in this section. Although I do need to still put a sleeping place in, because clearly having this here isn't a good idea. And for that matter, this and all of this stuff, you know, not really where we want it to be, is it? But we've got some stuff together, so we can make a start. We'll put you in there, and you and you. That and that can all go away. And we'll just grab this for now, and we'll take it down. Along with, I've got one, so that's fine. Power actually is an issue, and I need to sleep. I've drained one of my capacitors cells, and it's going down faster than it is being generated. This one is actually now going back up. This therefore should start to rise. This is a spare. I should actually push this one into this linkage so we've got like power for both, but again we'll rejiggle power later. This actually is full, so that didn't help. Damn it. Yeah, 4,000. Redstone is definitely going to not be as much of a problem going forward. I could just do that, I suppose. That would help. They're not doing anything. This is still spitting stuff out. That all needs putting away as well. So before I do that, I'm just going to do a very quick tidy up of my storage in these systems, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so we have got this thing here, and if I just eat, my food is getting very, very low. I'm going to have to make some burgers at some point. Eventually we will have an automatic burger farm, but right now we don't. So if I were to come from here and go 1, 2, 3 and do, say, that going this way, and then have it fairly long down this road, this line here, that will give us an interesting, like, evil conference table. I use the word evil conference table loosely. I mean, what makes an evil conference table? I'm sure it's just an ordinary table that, you know, is misunderstood. But yeah, so I think, was it? I think it was that, wasn't it? Yes, it was. So I'm going to need more than 4. Let's do 3 lots for starters. And it's going to come down 1, 2, 3, and 4. That will give us a bit of space here. We could even leave a gap in the middle if we wanted. Now, I don't know what I'd do with that said gap in the middle, but that's fine, because then we're going to go and get some of you. And I think you do that. That will give me 4 stripped chairs. So if I do 1, 2, we want to be one longer, really, don't we, to get away with that? So maybe, yeah, that works, and then we can just pop one down there. We'll have, I don't know what I want to do in the middle, if anything. I'd like to get some lighting in there, actually. Oh, now there's an idea. Let me just double check something. This is spawnable right now, but we can place blocks on it. That's fine. Let me just go and grab something. In fact, look, come with me, it's not far. And I don't know whether this will work or not, but there's always a thing. So, Illumination Panel, the recipe for that is 3 of those, I think. And those are made like that. We'll have a few. Now, stupid question. You can do them like that, but what I want to do... I don't think I'm going to be able to do this, am I? Unless... this is going to be interesting. Unless we can do it like... no, because then it's going to put them on upside down, isn't it, I think? Well, I suppose the easiest thing to do would actually have it raised out. But that's not real. Oh. Where's Spodley? What's happened to my other drowned? That's 2 drowned I'm missing now. He's on the other, that's a slime. That drowned was down there. Weird. Well, you know what? On the plus side, this is a damn sight safer to work then, isn't it? So, let's just grab that. Let's, we'll borrow this, I think. Oops, no, not like that, you won't. If I go down like that, and then up underneath here, I should. No, that is not what I wanted. Be able to do something along those lines. I'm going to have to hope that... oh crap, how am I supposed to get out of here? That's a good point. I suppose I'm going to have to do this then, aren't I? Oh, that... oh, that's a shame. I mean, it's lighting it. You know what? We'll go with it. We'll run with that. Because I can still put things on top of that, can't I? Okay. Well, that's all good. Right, let's go and get a... what do I need? Another set of those. Boop, boop. And we shall have maybe just a plain one there. Now what I'm thinking is there is a option for I just need a bit of spruce. Spruce becomes that. And then if we look at that, we can make... I need some sticks. Never thought about need sticks that badly. And I still need more than that. Damn you. Make me one of those. I just want to see what this one looks like compared to... yeah, that's not going to fly. So we'll go with that one. There isn't any big like evil genius chairs, unfortunately, so that's not going to think. Right, let's have a look. What have we got in the way of light fittings? We've got garden torches. We've got from let's have a look at that extended. So we've got a candlestick. We've got a bulb lamp. What would work on this table? Modern bulb lamp. Ooh, I might have to go for some of them. Not for the table, but just, you know, for around the place. That really doesn't work. I personally... Ooh, can I? I've got neons. Yeah, that's going to help me. Flamingos. Interesting. Not right now, but interesting nonetheless. I think possibly we try the... There was a table bulb lamp, wasn't there? Where was it? I've lost myself now. Not a cyan lamp. No, there's... Oh, where is it? I've lost it now. I had it. And now I've lost it. I was sworn I saw something that would have fitted nicely. Garden torches, not candles. I don't want that one. Bulb lamp. So we're going to need to make a little bit of that. In fact, let me go grab some light or lighting all over, and I'm just going to keep on just fertiling this area and maybe another area around here and the other side, just to get some, make this more evil base than, you know, evil aquarium. Back in a bit anyway. Alright, this is a sort of interior decorating, not my strong point sometimes, even with mods. Conference room, done. We've got a little bit of stuff to go in here. We can perhaps make, well, there's a couple of things I can think of that we can possibly go with. If I've got, let me have a look. How do I have a brew? Yeah, we've got lots of brewing stands, so we'll take one of those. We'll grab, we've got some water bottles. I haven't actually got water bottles, that's not a problem though. We can go grab some bottles. There's 3 of those. Don't even need to actually have anything in them. Let's have a look at pots of the flower variety. Let's have one of those, and then we can have a look at the bonsai pot of the bonsai pot variety, and let's go with a cacacha sapling, because they are quite interesting. Or do I want a jacaranda? I don't know. And we're going to want a bit of grass. And I've taken everything out of here and put it back in there. There's still, I mean, most of it's smelted, but power wise we are suffering. In fact, it's always sunrise now. This one is empty, this one is things, obviously that's draining because there's no power going through to that. Now those are off right now. The only thing running is this, so I'm going to leave that, let it go. So as I said, we know power's an issue. It's part of what we're doing over at the other side of the island, the base if you like, and let us get that. Oh, okay, we're not going to get 2 on that. I'm going to have to pull this out then, aren't I? Bonk. What shall we go for? Let's go for a ordinary table then, like a so, because it doesn't really matter. This is all about, I didn't bring, okay, will you take it? Yeah, take a jacaranda. And let's pick that back up, and then we can let me just, we've got a few drinks for the place. We've got the old thing on the walls. I've gone and made a map. That's obviously our base over here. We've got the villager breeder there, that's the power. We've got the water things there. These are a cut note block, got some lights, and then over here we've got the volcano, and obviously what we're going to be doing around here. And I'm going to do some work around there, I think, very shortly, because I think it would look good. But for the meantime, let us pop that in there, and let you grow. And that should give us a rather nice looking bonsai tree, which is obviously, because I'm not using a hopper one, is decorative. And let's get a little shot of that. I've decided I'm not going to restock these round down here, because it does open up the possibility of me putting a bedroom down here as well as a kitchen, living room, and just making this into like a nice relaxing place to run our empire from. No, sorry. Okay. But in the meantime, I still have got a massive amount of stuff to process. But I do need to get the power back up. There's still a massive amount of stuff to process in here, and I would really like you to process this for me, actually, if you wouldn't mind. In fact, let's take that down, just because this is potentially going to be very useful very soon. So we'll take that and run that through this system, just because it will be useful. Still need to tidy up this because we've got tons and tons of processing to do here. But yeah, on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, I will see you soon. Bye for now.